So we've just been to a managed grouse moor to monitor a Merlin nest, and we managed to ring 3 chicks, which is really good. There was 1 cockbird and 2 females. And that information will go into the database for the British Trust for Ornithology, the BTO, and the information is really useful to them because it tells them about how many eggs were laid and then how many actually hatched and then how the chicks develop.
Merlin is the smallest falcon resident in the UK. It habits the moors in the summer. This is where it comes to breed. Favours managed moors because the conditions are right. It's a ground nester. The male, sometimes called the jack, he's the smaller of the two. There's sexual dimorphism between them. He has a more slate grey back and the tail slate grey. He's more orangey breast. The females are a lot more brown, slightly larger.
So you see this is the nest, the Merlin nest, just in the rough heather to our right. The grouse put behind us, and this heather here was burnt about 3 to 4 years ago, and we'll leave small blocks of heather for the Merlin to nest in.
The males are smaller than the females, so we're just comparing the legs. So first we're going to weigh them all to see if there's any big difference in weight.
The reason why they're on the moors is because we control the predators that may predate the chicks, the ground nesting bird, and their food source, mainly medapipits, thrive on these moors again because we maintain the habitat and control the predators.
Yeah, we're just measuring the wing length. So we'll go with our gut instinct then. We think chick 1 is male. We need to put a smaller ring on this one. That'll be a D ring. Breeze is good because we don't want the birds to overheat.
Yeah.
So it's quite good that we've got the breeze today. So we use preset pliers to fit a metal ring onto the tarsus of the bird, and the ring is designed to be the lightest for that bird weight-wise, so that the bird's not carrying any excess weight. So Hayley's immobilising the leg to make sure it can't move its leg while the ring's fitted. It's a bit like a human wearing a bracelet. Shouldn't really interfere with its life. And the ring is fitted for life, so we have to make sure it's the correct size and that it's nicely closed as well, so that it can't get anything trapped in there. I'll write it down for you, you take the chick. So these are a slightly bigger ring that goes on the female leg. We should find out hopefully about the population as a whole from doing this, and it'll teach us a bit more about migration. So if the birds are caught again, or if they're found dead, then we'll know where they've travelled to. If a member of the public finds a bird, they can report the bird, the number. It's a unique number to that individual. But also there are bird ringers nationwide who catch birds deliberately to monitor them. And so if it gets caught again, for example in a mist net, then we can find out how old the bird is because we know its exact age. So it's really useful information.
It means a lot to me having Merlin on the moor. They're an iconic bird of the uplands. Same as the red grouse, the lapwing, curlew, the oyster catcher, the ringu. Other birds of benefit on the moor are the hen harrier, peregrine, buzzard, red kite, because of the management we do on these driven grouse moors.
One of the surveys that we read recently that was up to 200 pairs on some of the moors in this area, which is very high. That may factor in some of the North York moors, but I think the population is fluctuating, and the more research that we do, the more we'll get to understand the dynamics of what it's doing, whether they're stable, increasing or declining, but the certain ground level evidence doesn't suggest that they're in decline. They're really doing quite well.